In the second part of our coverage on urban poor in Malaysia, we asked Wan Ya Shin from ideas on measures to help mitigate economic hardships faced by the urban poor. Just how effective are policy responses like cash injection in reaching the low-income households in urban clusters? And what more needs to be done to break the poverty trap?
So we've seen that the social protection scheme actually caters a big portion of the social protection that has been extended goes to wage subsidies and also the cash transfer. So these are very good measures, especially during a crisis. Cash transfer is a very fast and efficient method to approach and also to reach to the people. But after the crisis, now is a time that we think about how do we move forward from this. Should we have a more targeted approach instead of a broad-based, where most people can access some forms of support during the pandemic?
Ya Shin outlined some of the policy recommendations that the government could explore to better assist the urban poor in Malaysia.
One of the things is to integrate and coordinate all the different social protection programs, social welfare, social insurance, and so on, and to find out where are the gaps in the system. Besides that, also to integrate social protection database for efficiency, effectiveness, and coordination. So we see that countries that are able to reach the people fast and efficient are the ones that have a good database, because they know who are the poor and who needs help and what extent of help do they need. In the medium and long term, I think one of the most important things is ensuring jobs are secured, as well as creating jobs and help the unemployed to reskill and upskill to adapt to the changes. Upskilling and reskilling is very important to ensure that those who lost their job during this time could adapt to the new normal and they could move on to other positions in maybe other sectors or industry. So digital skills, soft skills such as critical thinking, creativity, entrepreneurship, these are all the trainings that is needed by them. So in the long term, of course, we've seen, like in terms of education, we know that that's the loss of education during this time. How do we ensure that we don't lose this year? And how do we help our children to catch back this loss of education during this year? So we need good quality online learning, because we do not know until when this pandemic will finish, right? And there's also the idea of setting up community learning centers at the lower income areas where children from urban poor can actually access these centers to access online learning and also do some other activities, educational activities.